What's up, everybody? Just chilling. Been thinking about trying this new scanner run with 781. Picked up a new scanner. Got it all programmed. Just want to make sure you people can hear that shit before I start doing what I want to do. What's going on, everybody? Just chilling, having a midnight coffee and a smoke. Listening to some, it's pretty busy out there. I just want to get a rough idea of how it sounds, if you people can hear it. The scanner and shit. Yeah, some nice cup of coffee. We got 9 people up in here. What's up, night shift? What's going on with everybody else? Happy Sunday. Shit, we're starting it off early. Yeah, 2:45 a.m. God damn. Yeah, I'm up all at all hours. You know. Just chilling. Had a little time earlier to set up my little scanner. Take that shit mobile in the truck. Maybe drive around, check some stuff out. You know. Got this little plan to start this little maybe pick a night during the week. I mean, the scanners are always busy in my eyes, but I want to pick a good night to, catch some action, maybe cruise around, pull up on a couple of scenes and shit, be a spectator. I had this old scanner that I've had for years. I took it apart, changed the batteries and shit, and it was all dirty. So I've probably cleaned it 1,000,000 times, over the years that I've had it. And one of the connections was a little frail, so I'd have to really, do some surgery on it. So we picked up a new one. Nice little handheld model. Nice little scanner. I'm going to put it to the test. Figured I'd log in the fire and the local police station, just to kind of hear what's going on. You know what I mean? Where's the first doubleheader? Hope everybody's enjoying their early Sunday morning. Would you believe it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, they were in. What was it? Is it the Final Four that they got going on? I think one of them was it the girls team or something last week or something last weekend. Yeah, basketball is big in this city too. So I mean, it's all over. But man, it's great. Well, good luck out there. Now that city of Lin, the city of sin. But you're live with Kevy Kev 781. We got 12 people up in here. We're doing a little test run. You ain't got no action. It's on. It's on. It was a little quiet. When I was setting up, it was chirping and chirping, but you know, sometimes it's a little slow. Glad everybody's up in here. See what we got up in here. Smash that like button if you want. If you're in here, if you're up inside the Down with the Kevy crew. We got Free Kelsey up in here. Paul Lynch, what up? Nurse YK, what up? Night Shift, what up? That one girl Melly, what up? Get a couple people up in here. I just really wanted to come on and see if you guys and ladies could hear that scanner go off when it starts chirping. I don't know if I'm gonna have to set it up a little different. I want to take it mobile, I want to put it in the truck and cruise around and shit, and pull up to some scenes and stuff, And I had bought a hard wire antenna for my truck. I don't know if I'm going to get any feedback or anything. So we're going to have to see how that works out. Hopefully it works out good. But if it does have a little feedback, and might have to get a different antenna. I do have I've actually had a CB in my truck, so I have some good antennas on there, but these scanners, they run a different size antenna. It's small, Yeah, you can listen to any department. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Once you pick up a scanner nowadays, you go on Google and just, type in your city, the police station, and you just search the code for your city, and it's usually just like like a UVF code, and it's like a series of numbers. You just type that shit in. What up, Aaron Murphy? What up? Glad you showed up. Doing a little test run tonight. So what I did was I just looked it up for the local police department and then the fire department, and I got the numbers and logged them in. You know, I mean, you could spend good money on a good scanner. You can get a base one. I kind of grew up with scanners. My grandparents had them going. You'd walk in the house, you'd have the scanner. My father always had a scanner in the garage or at the shop. You know, so we listened to it a lot. And I mean, shit. Even my kids, like we had a scanner in my house when the kids were real young, and they learned to fall asleep with that shit going in the background. So something that I always like have going, just to hear what's going on. I mean, just last week there was a fire right around the corner. Um, 3-family house caught fire. Something in the wall. It's all boarded up. I mean, shit. I drove by it in one of the snow runs, the blizzard run. And if I drove by it today, the shit's all boarded up. Been in the fucking neighborhood my whole life. Um, but like, yeah, there's always action going on. Maybe not so much right now. People are trying to get the hell home, but I know earlier there was an incident up the street. Bar closed down, and there was a patron there he was acting up. He got a little physical inside the bar. They ended up calling the cops. They needed a translator. There was a big thing going on up the street. I seen all the blue lights up there. But it's usually fairly busy. I mean, you'd be surprised what you hear. A lot of medical calls during the night. Um, I'll tell you, during the COVID months, a few years back, the scanners were crazy, Um, all you heard was people having, chest problems, can't breathe, and I'm sure it was scary for all the first responders. But yeah, just wanted to do a, early morning test run, have my first cup of coffee today, you know. Nice. Thank you, Kelsey.
Alarm 814, clear the refusal.
814, clear the refusal.
How's that? Was that a little loud? How's the volume in that? I gotta justify where I gotta put this thing. It's not that big. I just wanna. Yeah, I like listening to the scanner too, Aaron. It's cool. Had to do a little reading in that manual today.
Fire alarm 814 is running to 300 wash.
14 responding. 300 Washington Street's going to be in the lobby.
It's pretty cool too. Simple charging for this thing. It's a nice little scanner. It's a portable one. It's a nice little scanner. Nice little handheld unit. It's got a nice little charging base, hard battery. I don't know if you can see it. The screen lights up. It's got a nice colorful screen and shit. Real nice unit. Yeah, and I get a little spot. I'm gonna mount that right in the truck. You know, I can remove it, take it out, but mount that right on the truck. The battery. I ran this thing in the probably in the house for a good 3-4 hours, and you know, you could probably leave the screen lit up all the time, but I got it set so it's got like a 10-minute delay. It is. It's a police scanner. Tiny little thing. You know? It's got a little air thing right there, a little piece right there. You could plug your headphones into if you didn't want to, like, you know. Came with this little kit right there. Nice little unit. It was Amazon. It was like $34. Sent right to you. It's got a little handheld thing, you know, little wrist thing. I probably won't put this fucking thing on. You know what I mean? I'll trip over that motherfucker. And I probably won't wear these headphones and shit either. But it's got a little earbud. Nice little earpiece, you know? Fucking breaker 19. Then you just, you know, nice dual plug setup. You know? Nice and heavy duty. Not something that's just gonna like snap off, you know. Yeah, nice little setup. What up? What up? Thanks for jumping in, Life. We got 17 people up in here. We're just saying what's up tonight. Having a coffee, man. Cigarette with Kevy Kev 781. Just talking some shit. Got a new scanner. Been thinking about doing this thing called Scanner Run with 781. We're going to put the scanner in the truck. We're going to hop in the truck, take a blast. Pull up on some shit. You know what I mean? Pull up on some fucking bar fight. See what the fuck's going on, what the temperature is, you know? Get the fucking thermometer out. It's fucking dying. I'll tell you a little quick story with this thing, though, right? So, I'm like this in the house, I got this shit on the kitchen table. I got the fucking box open. I'm cutting shit open on the kitchen table and shit. And my wife's like, what do you got going on there? I'm like, oh. I got this little scanner. She's like, oh, that's cool. Same shit like you people are saying. She's like, damn, it looks like a little walkie-talkie and shit. I'm like, yeah, it's a little smaller than the other one we had, but it's just a little portable handheld. I said, I just grabbed the compact one, She's laughing and shit. So she's like, she said some shit, some crazy shit, man. It had me fucking tripping. She was like, yeah, Breaker Adam 5 or some shit. She said like, Adam 12, Adam 5. Yeah, we got a burglary in progress. She was kind of she's kind of fucking jazzing me a little bit because, we're some funny people over here, And I start fucking dying because I've heard of Breaker 19, fucking Over and Out, fucking Smokey and the Bandit and shit, Fucking Hey Good Buddy. But she's like, hey, fucking Adam 5, we got a burglary in progress. And she walks away. So I'm like, I'm in the fucking kitchen dying laughing, I'm fucking dying. So I'm like, where the fuck? I'm like, how the hell are you coming up with Adam 5? She's like, fucking Beavis and Butthead. And I'm like, Beavis and Butthead? She's like, yeah. Fucking 30 years ago. Fucking Adam 5, Beavis and... Here we go.
Engine 7 at BOS 90, Robinson Street, it's a 15-month-old girl, abdominal pain. It's engine 7 at a BOS 90, Robinson Street. It's a 15-month-old girl, abdominal pain.
Well, little girl, little baby.
Under control, you can show me clear the station. Roger. What do you have for cruiser? 37. Thank you.
Wow. 15-month-old girl with abdominal pain. Fucking 3 o'clock in the morning.
11 to fire alarm.
Answering 11.
11 responding, Robinson.
11, you're responding 90, Robinson Street.
What's up, Diane? I'm glad you showed up. We got 27 people up in here, and you're one of them. Just having a little coffee this morning, a little early morning coffee, and I'm having a cigarette. I hope none of you guys are out there smoking and shit. It's bad for you. But night shift. Yeah, what model is it? It's shit. I don't have the paperwork on me, and you know what I'll do before I leave? Before I leave, sign off tonight, I'll definitely give a shout out to the model of this thing. I got the paperwork right inside my truck. God damn, I'm up. I'm having a cup of coffee. Might even have a Celsius fucking on deck. Yeah, it's even got an FM radio on it. It's even got an FM radio. You can listen to fucking 96.9, fucking 94.5. It's got the weather. You just hit the weather. It'll broadcast the national, like, oceanic fucking you know, wind speeds and all that shit. We're gonna start a new. I gotta pick a good night. Trying to think. I mean, it's kind of, you know, because you can't like just pick any night, but you know, some nights are better than others, especially with summer coming up, man. You know, we'll take a little ride. You know, take a ride through the city, give you guys a grand tour, bring you into some, you know, the rough parts and shit. And there's some good parts too. But what I did was it's a double channel. On the top one on A, I got the police logged in, and on the B, I got the fire department, and I got it unlocked, so I could lock in zone 1 under A and only listen to the police, or I can, as soon as the fire department keys up, I can hit lock. It'll stay on that channel. It'll stay on channel B. And then if I unlock it, it'll bounce back and forth. So you probably double hear the call. You might hear a medical call through the fire department, followed up by a, police call. Send a unit over there. But summer's coming, brings a lot of people out. Scanners are always popping.
Fire alarm at 7's arriving, 90 Robinson. 7 on scene.
Yeah, I had a scramble too. A couple of the other scanners I see somebody up there just put something in me. With the scramblers there.
Answering Atlantic 11. 11 on scene. 11 on scene.
This is a ham radio too. I think, is it Thomas? This is a hand radio too. You can ham with this. This is like a tri-band radio. I tried that, the ham. It's pretty cool. Got some friends that are really into it, Go in their house, they got a whole room all dedicated with the mics. I mean, you think they were running a production in there. But I mean, I got a buddy of mine that can he's got an antenna on his garage, man. He's tapping into people in across the world, which is crazy. But this is a transmitter. You could also, you could pair this with another setup and use it as a walkie-talkie. I mean, the range is crazy. My son, he likes to jump on it, Sometimes if I'm out in the yard and shit. We had some small little little walkie-talkies, like the Motorola ones. They were pretty cool.
Fire 11, 9814, 1 to the Salem.
9814, 1 to the Salem.
So you guys can hear that pretty good, though. I mean, it's pretty clear. Yeah, yeah. This, I'll tell you, what a great piece this is. It's a nice unit. Cool. It's very clear. I mean, it'll probably even be clearer inside the truck, because it's kind of weird how I set this up in the truck. I mean, I'm using my computer. I've gone live on the phone, which works, but I set the computer up like sitting on my seat in the truck. Shit sits perfect when I do those blizzard runs. That shit sits up there and like right up on the back side of the seat, and that's what I'll probably do with this. I'll have the scanner mounted in front of you. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to kick this off. You know, maybe a certain time, just, go live. We're going to do the scanner run with 781. That's what we're going to call it. The scanner run with 781. And we're going to pull up the shit. You know? We're going to fucking pull up to a missing call on a cat. You know, a missing cat call. We'll pull up. Could ask questions, too, if you wanted. About the cats and shit.
File on 7 is going to be in service. BLS for transport.
7 in service. BLS for transport.
They're looking on a transport. They're trying to transport this young kid. What's up? We got 30 people up in here. It's 3:50 in the morning. It's early morning. We're having coffee and a cigarette with Kevy Kev 781. And we're just testing this new scanner I got. Nice new scanner. Nice new police scanner that I got. Police, fire. Got a nice clip on the back. Clip it right on your pants. Fucking clip it on your shirt. It's a nice unit. And what I do have is I got a hardwire antenna in the truck. Hardwire coming in the cab. I could take this, screw it right off. I don't know if I'm going to get any feedback, So we're going to find out. But depending on where it's going to be the way I got it on this table right here. I probably got it about, I don't know, good 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet away from the computer. You guys are hearing it pretty clear. I got mad volume too. It was real simple. Nice unit though. I was trying to say. Nice digital screen. Nice digital screen. Nice little unit. Tiny little thing. Break them. Adam 12. Metallic is playing Adam 12. Beavis and Butthead. So they're bringing a
11, one's the Salem.
couple. If you're just jumping in, we got 37 people in here. We were listening to the scan, and we just had a medical call. Came in on a 15-month-old girl, abdominal pain, and they were reaching out. They were trying to see who could transport this girl to Salem Hospital. And seems like they're going to transport her themselves with fire and rescue.
Fire alarm 7 quarters.
Engine 7 quarters.
So what else is going on? What's everybody doing today for Sunday? Huh? Adi, you out there, Adi? Huh, Adi? You better get yourself a fucking scanner, Adi. Better get yourself a fucking scanner. That's all I'm saying, motherfucker. Get one of them. I'm out here with mine. Got my fucking scanner. I'm all caught the fuck up. Look at that. Thank you. Look at that. God damn. God damn. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I got your super chat, super stickers now. I'm going to, I appreciate that. This is the Kevy crew. God damn, this is the Kevy crew. We're out here. What up, Green Eyes? Yeah, we're just doing a test run right now. We're just doing a test run. Want to make sure this thing, you can hear it, comes in clear. Got this, I'm going to start doing this scanner run with 781. And, yeah. We got some scanner shows coming up ahead. I'll send out some better notifications. I did a quick one. I threw a post out there. You guys haven't seen. You guys check out. I got some posts too. I've been starting to try to work this a little bit. God damn. And yeah. God damn. Thank you, Free Kelsey. She's a member. She's a membership. There's actually something else that you'll probably only catch it if you're here with us tonight. And we're actually going to probably start something else coming up too that I've been working on. And it's probably going to be a members only. It's going to be a members only. And it's going to be called, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek on it. It's going to be called Follow Heavy Kev. It's going to be Follow Heavy Kev. Because, yeah, I got a gym membership now. Yeah, I got a gym membership. And I think I'm going to bring you members with me to the gym. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go on a little journey together. You know, I got a birthday coming up. I got a birthday at the end of this week. You know. March 27th is my birthday. We're gonna get one year older. We ain't getting 1 year younger. And I'm gonna try to cut back on these cigarettes. Not today though. We're gonna have another one right now. But we're gonna cut back on these. And we're going to take a mission. We're going to take a mission. And I'm going to need some help. So I figured if I can, you know, get a couple people in my corner, maybe to show up, be a gym partner with me. We're going to put that behind the scenes. It's going to be a members only. It's going to be Follow Heavy Kev. You know, it's not a couple people out there, you know, they call me Heavy Kev and shit. I think it's funny. But, you know, I think it's going to be a great journey, too. But yeah, we got 32 people up in here. We got Law Talkers. We got Night Shift Nomad up in here. We got Paul Lynch up in here. Not Today, Satan. We got Free Kelsey up in here. We got the Crystal Star. SMJC, what up? We got Thomas. Thomas is here. He likes the idea of the scanner run with 781. You know, that's why we're here. We're just doing a little test run with the new scanner. Let's see if we can get this, you know. I thought my volume might have to be adjusted, or I might have to, you know, set it up a certain way so I got some good space in between us. We got Aim Turn Right. She's here with us. Hello. Diane. Diane's here. She gifted a membership. Thank you, Diane. People are beautiful people out there. Thank you, Paul. Cheryl Reed, she's here. You like the sounds of that, Cheryl? Scan and run with 781. Yep. It's all coming together. Erin Murphy, she's here with us. Thank you, SMJC. I appreciate that. Sweet and sassy. I'll tell you, man, I love listening to the scanner for some reason, you know? Brenny Wood, the Kevy Kev crew, you're here. Thank you for coming in, hanging out, having coffee with Kevy Kev. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I love listening to the scanner. Like I said, I got two bands on there, so when we're listening to it, we got two options. We can listen to the Fire and the Police. Like I said, this little radio has a great little unit. That bottom key, the 0. The 0 says FM. You hit that button, you got an FM radio. Listen to Kiss 108. God damn. You're down the beach. You go to the beach, you know? You can listen to the radio when you're down the beach. You got your feet in the sand. Then you can flip it to scan, police scan. Find out if they're towing your fucking car. You know? Wouldn't you like to be able to run up there and be like, hey, I'm here? Not today, motherfucker. You ain't taking my whip. Just laid down the beach all day. Took the day off. Used a fucking sick day. You gonna tow my motherfucking car? Not today. Yeah. But there's always them times, right? You know? Could be a Saturday afternoon. You know? Depending on, you might live on a real quiet street, but, sometimes you want to, you hear a siren or you hear, you're in the distance, you're driving home, you see a, big cloud of dark soot or smoke, and you're like, damn, there must be a fire over there. It's nice. You go home, you hit the switch. This one even talks to you. You shut it off. Turn it on. Ready?
Welcome.
It says welcome. Welcome. Hi. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. Little scanner. Thank you, Diane. Look at that. Thank you. Was there a fire in Revere tonight? You can punch it. I could be sitting over here, a couple cities away, like I am. If I had the Revere fire punched in there, you get one of these scanners. You just go right online. Just type in, Revere Fire Department scanner, and you're gonna get that.
12-15. 112 marked the street on a trespass at the lobby ATM.
We got a trespasser, the lobby. God damn. Got 28 people in there doing a test run. Colin Driscoll, what up? Glad you're here. Part of the Kevy crew now. God damn. Welcome aboard. Gets crazy over here. We're going to take this shit to the streets. Scan a run with 781. Gonna fucking jump in the rig. I even got an old car. Maybe this summer we'll take a ride in that a couple times. An old Buick. Nice big motor. We'll hop in that. Fucking rev it up a couple times. That one girl, Melly, you got a membership. Thank you, Diane. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, girls. It's a little late night thing, Figured if I didn't catch a lot of people, you guys catch me on the replay. Wanted to do a little test run. You guys are doing a test run with 781 right now. Hell yeah. Yeah, keep tuning in. Keep tuning in. We fix shit over here too. I actually got a couple things. I've been ordering some tools. Last summer I was building a truck. I've mounted some toolboxes underneath the body of it. And made the bed a dump bed. We put some hydraulics under it. Nice hydraulics, self-contained hydraulic unit. Mounted that under the truck. Made the whole back of the truck lift up for like a dump body. And I got a nice toolbox. I just got a nice vise. Nice vise I'm going to mount right on the bed of the truck right at the end so I can work on it. What else?
Car 15 going out.
Roger.
And I just ordered a whole exhaust system. That's something you guys can do with me. We're gonna custom make an exhaust for my truck. I'm gonna go 3-inch pipes all the way back. Just bought some nice mufflers, nice 2-chamber mufflers. We're gonna build a nice dual exhaust system for the truck. We're gonna weld it all together. You guys are gonna weld. You guys are gonna learn how to weld with Kevy Kev 781. How's that sound? God damn, what's happening, people? We got 30 people up in here. Eddie Morgan, what's up? Glad you're here, man. Yeah, we're gonna weld an exhaust together. We're gonna do that all together. Shit's getting ready to be done. Waiting for a couple of things to come in, some hangers. So we're gonna do that right on the back of the truck. I got everything. The truck is like just set up. You know, I got all my tools, a nice toolbox. I've been putting together just a regular toolbox that I can throw on the back. And, you know, a couple times last summer when I was fixing some shit on the back of the truck, I think we fixed a weed whack. I'm running back and forth for tools and shit in the backyard and my shop. So I said, fuck that. We're gonna set this up. We're gonna take it to the streets. I'll fucking drive down the street, rebuild your snowblower right in your fucking driveway. You know, and the other thing we're gonna do too is we're gonna sharpen some lawnmower blades. We're gonna sharpen some lawnmower blades. I'll show you how to sharpen them. A couple weeks ago, I was I don't know when it was. It was either a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, or we had all those snowstorms. It was crazy. And
15 control.
Go ahead.
Just at BLS this way. 43-year-old Hispanic male requesting to go to detox.
Roger.
you got a 43-year-old male. He's looking to turn himself into a detox. It's a good step. Good step. They just found him in a lobby. He was in a lobby downtown. You know, it's still cold out there. Get people looking for a little shelter. You know, most towns have a shelter that you can.
Control 15, they were notified.
Roger, thank you.
You know, there's shelters in most towns that you can go to. But you got to be there by a certain time. You get there late, you're all done. You know, you might find a lobby to a housing complex. You know, you might see a bank with a lobby that's got an ATM in it and shit. They'll wait for someone to, open the door, and they'll go in there like they're using it, and they'll, catch some heat. God damn, Brenny. I don't know if I'm doing all that, but good girl. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. One day at a time. Thank God he's getting some help. They say the only way you're going to get some help is when you realize and you acknowledge it. You got to take action. Got a guy requesting a detox. It's a good step. That's right. That's right. You got to start somewhere. We got 32 people up in here.
Atlantic 12, we have 112 Market Street.
Atlantic 12 responding.
Brown Eyes, good morning. Just getting off of work, just getting home. Good to see you too. Just getting home, relax. Sunday morning. Yeah. We've been rocking out for about an hour. We're doing a little test run. We got 30 people up in here. I mean, let's see, it's Sunday. I mean, I know I got a hit list today. I know I got a hit list. Grocery store, Walmart. Yeah, I'll be running around today. Be running around today. I think this week, when we go to the grocery store today, I think I'm getting some stew meat, and I'm gonna make a beef stew. God damn. Been thinking about a beef stew. All right. And we're going to put that shit in the crock pot. We're going to get the carrots, the potatoes, some celery. And we're going to make a nice hearty beef stew. Tell you, man, my mother loved to cook. And I used to always say to her, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she'd say, "I'm making pea soup. I'm making chicken noodle soup." I'm making a beef stew. You still got 4 hours left night shift? God damn, girl. But yeah, we're Diane. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I am a funny motherfucker. I like a good laugh too. So, all right, I got a little joke for you, because I'm a joker, and my daughter, she loves, she's funny too. My son, little Kevy Kev 781 Jr., dude's hilarious. Dude's hilarious. I mean, he gets me laughing my ass off. And he's smart as a whip, man, right? And he loves trying to stump me. Goddamn. What do we got here? Sweet and sassy beef stew. Try adding V8 and some cornstarch to thicken it up. You know what? Sweet and sassy. I'll try that. Sweet and sassy. I'm going to give you a little something, right? I'm going to tell you a little something, and you might say, Kevy Kev, the next time you make American chop suey, if you know what I'm talking about, when you're cooking the meat in the frying pan, all right, cut up the green pepper, a whole green.
Atlantic 12, we're on scene.
Atlantic 12 on scene. It's going to be in the lobby.
They're taking the guy out of the lobby. He's going to a detox. When you're making your American chop suey next time, let me tell you, I cook up when I make a big pot, I make a big thing of American chop suey. The kids love it. Everybody loves it, right? I take a family-sized pack of hamburger. I cut up a whole green pepper, and I usually cut an onion in half, and I cut it up. Not super fine with the onion, but fine enough. When you're cooking the hamburger, the green pepper, and the onion, put some ketchup in there. Cook the hamburger, the green pepper, and the onion with ketchup. All right? You try that, you'll never go back. You still got your sauce that you're making on the side, and you're either running a puree or whatever, but the other thing, too, is some stewed tomatoes. You want to put some stewed tomatoes in that sauce, in your sauce. Let them cook. Let that acid, the acidity, get out in there. But the ketchup with the hamburger and the green pepper and the onion, you God damn, what Julia Childs used to say? Who I guarantee. God damn. Who said that? God damn.
Good.
One to say only, clear.
Roger.
The Louisiana guy, is that who said it? Who I guarantee. What did Julia Childs used to say, though, man? My mom used to watch that. First, you put the butter in the pan. That was like the other guy, the guy that used to paint and shit on Channel 2. The fuck was he? That motherfucker. David. Was his name David? That motherfucker right there. Yo, Julia said, Bon appetit. Yeah. Bob Ross. Thank you, Colin. That motherfucker. That dude, he was unbelievable. He was unfucking believable. that dude would be like, yeah, he'd be talking about squirrels and fucking how he had a fucking friend, this squirrel, that used to fucking stare at him through the window and shit. And I mean, he'd paint the White Mountains with the fucking wind blowing around and everything else. Happy little trees, yeah. Right, Free Kelsey? Yeah, we're just gonna add some. We're just gonna add some happy little trees over here with this little brook. With the little brook road, we'll do the little brook. We'll have that coming in, and if you we want to add a little foam in the river. That way, it looks like it's moving. You're like, what the fuck, Bob Ross? Man, could he paint? He was unbelievable, right, Diane? But just the stories he had to go along with it. That fucking guy. And you ever hear him fucking clean? I remember, the things that I'm thinking about right now, he would clean his fucking brush off. But that you'd hear that thing, you'd hear that shit fucking whacking off the little board. God damn. We got 28 people up in here. We got 28 people. Anybody making cookies tomorrow? Anybody making cookies out there? Tell us a joke. All right, yeah. Yeah, I had this little it was like kind of like a riddle that I told the kids the other day, and I not a riddle, but it was like you made some cookies yesterday, Paul. Nice. Are there any left? What'd you make? Chocolate chip? Oatmeal? Made some yesterday. Someone made some, yeah. A chocolate mayonnaise cake today? God damn. So the joke. So I had this little joke, and I like to tell jokes that So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it to you people out here with me tonight. We got 29 people up in here. I'm gonna lay this down for you, and I want to see. I want to see what the answer is. You guys put the answer in the chat. We got 30 people. Okay. And all I need you to do is put a number down in the chat. If we have 33 cows and 28 chickens, how many didn't? I need a number. I'm going to say the joke again. If we had 33 cows and 28 chickens, how many didn't? I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. All right. That one girl. That one girl. That one girl, Melly. She got it. She got it, people. If we had 33 cows and 28 chickens, how many didn't? A lot of people are guessing 5. 0. Let's go over some of them. We got yeah, it's him. We got all the others. 1 didn't. Please say it again, Kev. Please say it again. 33 minus 20.
Atlantic 12, transporting 1 to Salem.
Atlantic 12 to the Salem.
Thomas threw up 2 cookies. I did, Diane. I said, how many didn't? So if we have 33 cows and 28 chickens, how many didn't? So if we have 33 cows and 20 of the cows ate chickens, how many didn't? I didn't say there was 28 chickens. I said 20 of them ate chickens. 28 chickens. So we had originally we had 33 cows. And 20 of them ate chickens. How many didn't? My kids were pissed. All right. And they were like, say it again, Daddy. Say it again. Daddy, say that again. Don't be stressed out, night shift. You got 3 hours left, girl. You be good. Yeah, you guys are going to have to hold on. I got to go fill up my coffee. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. And you got to tell me if that scanner says anything. So then I won't be all caught up. God damn. Thank you, people. Got this. Had to get a refill of my coffee. So, yeah. This is that scanner. It's a two-way radio, too. Great little scanner for the scanner run with 781. We're going to be starting that up. We were just doing a little test run with the radio, with the scanner. It's pretty clear, works pretty good. Yeah, I can put that back up on the screen again. It'll be up there though too. I'm going to leave the live stream up. You know, be able to always go back to it, fast forward it to it. You can see that shit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Got some other things too for my little setup here. Got some of these little tin signs that I'm gonna hang up and shit. Check them out. Pretty cool. Got this other sign too the other day. Gonna change the decorations here and there, you know, switch it up. God damn. These nice little tin signs, though. I got some other tin signs I'm gonna put up. A couple of these I thought were pretty cool. They glow too. Some Route 66. Yeah, that radio can be used as a ham radio as well. It's got your call buttons on the side. It's a nice little radio right here. That right there, that's a connection for your earpiece. You can run a external speaker. Yeah. We got 23 people up in here. Oh yeah, and so I got to look. My father used to collect little die-cast cars, and he would always come home with toys. You know, even when I was older, like in my 30s. Actually, I was 30, so my late 20s, up until I was 30. He would always, you'd go over in the house and shit, and he'd have something on the table. I'm like, hey, what the hell is this? Oh, they got a set. They got these. They come in a set of 5. I got all 5 now. That kind of shit. Even they used to come out. They come out with these Harley Davidson die-cast motorcycles. Little small fucking 1/8 scale or whatever, or 1/24 scale, and he'd always come home with them, or he'd have a collection somewhere, and I always did the same shit. If there was something that I bought somewhere and there was a series, or I'd want the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Even as a kid. I mean, if he bought me something that he knew that 5 more of them came in a pack, at some point, all 5 were going to be, And I think it stems back from my father was he was a registered toy train collector. So he used to collect trains. We in the basement of my house now. There's a huge train set that I haven't even thought to touch in 16, 17 years. Still down there, I think my son might get into it. But it's got little houses and shit, and little gas stations, and it's pretty cool. And so my father had a 1971 Datsun pickup truck when I was a kid. It was red, and he used to use it for his shop, and I'm going back. I was probably 8 or 9 years old, but he liked old cars, and he liked cool shit. So he had bought this 1971 Datsun, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a standard. I was probably 8 or 9 years old. I used to drive that shit. And I can remember, God rest his soul, his name was Jackie. And Jackie was a good friend of my father's. And he used to run the salt yards in Boston. And my father would go and visit him. And we'd pull in, I can remember, we'd pull in these salt yards, and there'd be, mountains of salt that they would put on trucks for the highways and shit like that. And, he'd pull into the yard, and, there'd be a huge trailer, and there'd be a couple of guys sitting in there, front end loader operator, or someone to move heavy equipment around the yard. And my father's friend Jackie, he'd be sitting there in the seat. My father would go in, sit down with the guys, have a cigarette, cup of coffee, shoot the shit. And Jackie, he'd say, we ain't got no orders coming in. Ain't nobody driving around out here in the yard, in the equipment. So I'd hop in the Datsun, and it was standard. It's probably 9 years old, and I'd drive it around the salt yard, all around all these big mountains. I mean, I thought I was, I thought I was out on the town. I got the radio going. Listen, I got the fucking radio going. I'm driving around the whole fucking place. Like until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? Shifting this motherfucker. Fucking beeping it. Waving to people. Ain't nobody in the salt mine. Ain't nobody there in the yard. But I thought I was fucking, I thought I was king shit. And it was a lot of fun. It was a great experience. And I was in the store the other day. And if my father was alive today and seen this fucking toy truck in the store, he would have bought it. Because he had one identical to it. So when I seen this little toy truck, Kev had to buy it because I drove this little truck around. So it's a little Datsun. '77 Datsun. Red. Fucking doors open. Little interior. Nice seat. Shifter. It's got the motor. '71 Datsun. Yep. Cool as shit. Brought back memories. I told my kids, yeah, I used to drive this thing around. I was 9 years old. My daughter's like, yeah. Yep, 4-cylinder, Tom. Little 4-speed. Used to have a ton of fun in that thing. And I'll tell you, that little thing, man, we used to go everywhere in that thing. So my father had a couple of buddies that used to, here's another quick story, because here's another quick story for you. It's getting late and shit. It's 4:30. Some of you people got to go to bed. Some of you people are starting your day. Damn. Michelle, you got a birthday? I got a birthday coming up. We got 40 people. It's fucking 4:22. And we're here. 38 people. We're here. Starting the day. So my father used to bring this little truck. Would pack it up with like tent and shit, go camping with this thing. Go up the Kangamangas, fucking Jigga Johnson's campground. I mean, we're going back, man. Fucking early 90s. And I could drive this fucking thing, man. This little truck was the best. But I remember this time we went to this campground. My father had a couple of friends that used to do this barbershop quartet, which would be like harmonizing, you know, unbelievable. But like there'd be a group of, you know, a cappella, like a group of 4 or 5 guys that would be, you know, they'd one would be, you know, mid-range, one would be, you know, percussion, bass, you know, and they would harmonize together. So there used to be this thing called the Barbershop Quartet, and it used to be held in Alton Bay in New Hampshire. And I remember my father took me up there, and one of his friends, Alan, great dude, this guy Alan, he was an arborist. He used to cut trees and shit. And he knew his shit, man. This guy would harness up and climb up in these trees, but on the weekends he was a quartetter, and they would have this jamboree, and you'd go to Alton Bay, and you know there'd be a boardwalk, and you know at night, you know, you go out get some dinner somewhere, and you walk that boardwalk, and you know you'd show up like on a Thursday night for the weekend, and everybody would be practicing, you know, beautiful summer night. And, you know, you're walking down the boardwalk and you got all these different people that are harmonizing and going over their routines and singing. And I'll tell you, man, if you're into music, what a great experience. What a great take. I mean, just to see, you know, them perform, you know, I mean, we're talking down to the dress, you know, how they dressed as a group, you know, it was just amazing. It was pretty cool. They were good times, Thomas. Good memories, you know. But my father was cool as shit because, you know, we'd leave Alton Bay and have to go back to the campground. And you know, we camped right, man. My father, yeah, we had everything and shit, you know. But I could remember being like 8, and I've been like 9, 10 years old, and I'd be like, "Yo, can I drive?" And my father, man, he'd be like, "Yeah, go ahead, you drive," you know. So, some good times, though, man. Some good times. Yeah, I figured I'd share that little story, though. God damn. Well, you are unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Michelle Corey. I appreciate that. And I hope everybody sticks around, you know, and follows through with this journey with me. I might have mentioned it in the beginning, but I actually got some other things I've been trying to put together. We got Becky G up in here. Good morning, girl. But I appreciate that, Michelle. You know, thank you so much. I'm just glad you're here too. You know, I know it's early morning. We were doing a scanner run with 781. Doing a test run tonight. We got some new equipment. I was kind of, trying to chime in. I picked up a new scanner. Works real good. Nice little handheld, baby. 10-4 over and out. Yeah. We out here. But this little thing works great. It's a ham radio. It's got an FM radio built into it. You can listen to Jammin' 94.5. For you ladies out there, if you don't have yourself a scanner, get yourself one. I'm telling you right now. You could be down the beach listening to the radio on this thing. You can also flip a switch and find out if they're towing your fucking car off the beach. You know how that works. But yeah, a little early morning coffee. Little cigarette. I'm telling you right now, look it up on Amazon. It was a cheap radio. It was easy. That brochure that I had, how'd that thing go? You can also get some step-by-step hookup. I'll advertise that one more time on the screen. Oh, goddamn. Goddamn. Is the sun going down or is it going up? For Christ's sakes. Let me see what we got going on here. Might have to step out for a minute here. Kevy Kev 781. Kevy Kev 781. I'm right here. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We had a malfunction. And be right back. Here we are. Wasn't that bad, was it? Well, we got this little scanner here. Nice little scanner. It's got a little spot for some headphones. It's also a two-way walkie-talkie. You could buy two of them. You could talk to your loved ones. Give it a chirp, chirp. What up, what up? Where the fuck are you? Fucking dinner's on the table. Are you done cutting the fucking lawn? Why are you fucking around with the tractor? What's the name of it? It's a Radtel. Radtel. RT910. Great little handheld unit. Is your dad all caught up? Is he all caught up? God damn. God damn. We out here though. We out here at 4:30. Testing scanners and shit. Earlier tonight, a few people that are a little late on showing up or a little early, waking up right now. We had a couple. We had one person on the scanner. We had it come over the scanner. They had enough. They turned themselves into a detox. They found somebody strolling in a front lobby somewhere downtown. Police showed up, and he put his hands up. He said, "Take me to a detox. I'm done." Which, hey, that was a great step for him. And when we first turned it on, we had a call with a 15-month-old girl with abdominal pains. They ended up taking her up to Salem Hospital. 15 months old, 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, hasn't really been too crazy. But the shows, we'll start those shows earlier. We're gonna do a show one, maybe one night a week. We're gonna pick it. I haven't picked the day yet. We're gonna do the scanner run with 781. That's what it's gonna be. You're gonna have to keep your eyes and keep your notifications on. And we're gonna take it to the streets. We're gonna take it to the streets. We're gonna we're gonna head right out there to the call. We don't know what kind of calls are gonna come in. Scanners are random. We could get an out of gas. Hey, we got a car in the middle of 107. They're out of gas. We could get a missing kitty call. I'll pull up on a missing cat call. You'd be surprised. Loud noise. Someone being loud. Let's go check it out. And the best part too is I'll pull up to the shit. Good morning, Desi Lou. Glad you're here. It's early. We're having coffee and a smoke. Kevy Kev 781. Doing a test run. Doing a test run with the scanner. Wanted to make sure it came in clear. God damn, who's bringing the donuts? Who's bringing the donuts? What kind of donuts? Diane said, who's bringing the donuts? Who made cookies? Anybody make cookies out there? Anybody make cookies? Did anybody make cookies out there? Come back. God damn, glazed jelly sticks. God damn. God damn. Yeah, you had a chocolate chip earlier? Michelle, I love chocolate chip. Free Kelsey wants a lemon donut. Yeah, the lemon's good. Usually wear the shit all over my face. Fucking that white powder gets me every time. Goddamn night shift. Who's bringing me breakfast? What are you thinking about? You like eggs Benedict? 2 eggs, bacons, wheat toast, light buttered. Huh? You like margarine? And marmalade? You like regular jelly or you like jam? White powder. Disclaimer. Yeah, throw you. Disclaimer. Used to work at Golden Donut. Yeah, right. The honey dip, right? Ooh, we got a regular chocolate frosted up there. That's always a good take. God damn. Yeah, disclaimer. Disclaimer with your glazed jelly stick. Jelly's my favorite. I like jelly donuts. I like the jelly sticks. I always wanted to open up a coffee shop. It's never too late. It's never too late. I say this all the time. I know what I'd name it and everything. We're gonna get off. We're gonna get off. We're gonna run it till about 2 hours, people. We got another couple minutes, another minute or so. It's 4:41. I'm gonna go in the house, wake everybody the fuck up. I'm gonna go in and start doing dishes and shit. Yeah. Make another pot of coffee and shit, you know? I drink coffee all day. I haven't stopped drinking coffee since yesterday. Love coffee. Black, couple sugars in it. No cream. None of that other bullshit. No flavors, you know? The only thing I do. Yeah, get off. Hey. Daddy's home. God damn. We got the horn right here, Becky G. God damn, you need me to wake anybody up for you? Bring the shit. Bring it close. Fucking neighbors love me and shit. Oh, well, people. We've been going for 2 hours. You know? We've been going for 2 hours. I got some good feedback. We had some good stories. I had a little joke that stumped a few people. Thought that was good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Night Shift. I appreciate you. We do. We got super chats now. We got super chats. We got super stickers. We got memberships. You know, we got mods. We got mods in the chat. You know, I got to step it up a little bit. I took a little change at work. I got moved to a new building at work. New group of guys. I've been there about, I don't know, a month now. Some good people. There's a lot of buildings where I work, so you know, wherever you're needed, you go. So I've been I've been kind of just focusing on that little change, little move for me over at work, which is good. It's nice. Great group of guys I work with and shit. Actually, I had something happen to me at the fucking shop here. I ended up banging my leg a couple of weeks back, about 3 weeks ago. And it's been crazy. So we've been healing up from that. But yeah, I want to just let me go down the list here. Let me say good night to all you people, or good morning rather. And we got Michelle Corey up in here. We got Thomas. We got Becky G, Desi, Lady P5, Colin Driscoll. Diane's with us tonight. Night Shift Nomad. Free Kelsey's here. You know, a lot of great people. Priscilla, thank you for being here. Erin, she's here with us tonight. Sweet and sassy. I probably won't do the dishes. I'll be courteous for all of them. But I am going to make a cup of coffee. You know, probably turn the kitchen TV down real low. Probably catch me sitting out there early morning. Becky wants me to bring the horn in the house and shit. God damn. It's bad enough I'm going to walk in there with this fucking scanner. Fucking, my wife thinks the fucking 5-0s in the house and shit. Fucking, I told this quick story. There's a couple new people here tonight that came in towards the end here. And Becky G, you probably didn't hear this, but I order this scanner and shit. It comes in the mail and shit. I take it out of the box. Quick story before I blast off of here. A repeat story, rather. So I open the thing up. I'm setting it up. I got all the bells and whistles out. I got the fucking book out. I got my glasses on. I got the box open, all the fucking stuff. And my wife, she comes in the kitchen and shit. I got the shit all spread across the kitchen table. She gives me the old, what do you got going on over there? I'm like, damn, little fucking scanner I just picked up. Came in the mail. She's like, oh yeah? I said, yeah. Nice little unit. I said, wanted, I've been talking about this scanner run, and I pulled out my scanner a couple of weeks ago, and I needed to get some new batteries for it, some rechargeable ones. Not every battery is a rechargeable battery, so I do a little research. Now I break the thing down, take the batteries out of it, and it's been sitting probably a good 6-7 months. And I was cleaning the terminals on the battery case to reload some new batteries and realized, damn, this shit's real brittle. I've probably cleaned it 100 times in the past 10 years. I've had the scanner a while. One of the terminals ended up breaking off, so I said, fuck that. I'm going to order a new one. Came in the mail. I'm putting it together. She starts laughing and shit. She's like, God damn. We're funny over here. So she's like, Adam 12. We got a burglary in progress. And she walks away. So I'm like, I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, Adam 12. I'm like, where the fuck do you get that shit? Like you got me tripping over here. You walking around saying Adam 12, breaker. Like, I mean, I grew up with Smokey and the Bandit and 10-4 Good Buddy. And I'm laughing. I'm like, so now, it's a little joke. We're in the house. Adam 12, Adam 5. Fucking, we got a monster in the fucking garden. Adam 5. So I'm like, where the hell did you come up with that shit? I'm like, that's some funny shit. Some Adam 12 shit. And she starts laughing. She's like, Beavis and Butthead, dude. I'm like, Beavis and Butthead? She's like, yeah. Fucking Adam 12, man. They used to talk scanner talk, man, at Beavis and Butthead. And some funny shit, man. That was just, and then and then she later on that night, she Googled something. She wrote like Adam 5 or something, or Adam 12, Beavis and Butthead, and the shit come right up. Some funny shit. And then we're listening to them. We're watching a couple skits where they go back and forth with the scanner. And, we're talking 30 years ago, Beavis and Butthead. Fucking Adam 12. Adam 12, Metallica's playing. Some funny shit, man. Well, listen, I had a great time with everybody out there. I really appreciate the love and support from everybody. I got some shit to fix. I think I was getting in. God damn, we got something going on.
Sorry, you can clear out that check on the street. Roger.
So yeah, this is what's gonna be. Scanner run with 781. Keep your notifications on. Tune in. I'll be throwing it up there very soon. We're gonna do Lynn. I threw up a post tonight. Just saying it was a test run. But we're going to pick a good night, good time. Might see some action. We're going to take it to the streets. I'm going to pull up on shit. We're going to see shit going down in real time. They're going to call something in. We're going to go to it. We're going to go to a fire. We're going to go to a...
Control 15.
Go ahead, buddy.
15.
15, you guys head over to Speedway, 120 Liberty, on our well-being check. Call states there's a white male in the parking lot, no shirt, no shoes. Tan-colored pants, screaming.
Roger.
God damn, maybe we got to stick around for a couple more minutes. We got a guy at the Speedway gas station. He's got no shirt, no shoes, brown pants, yelling and screaming. We got a live one. Becky, we got a live one. God damn. God damn. Shit. Now, see, I'd love to pull up on this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, maybe he's going through it. But, yo, you know, fucking freezing cold. No shirt on, no shoes.
Roger.
God damn, no shoes. Where'd he come from? We'll stick around. We'll stick around. See what he's got to say. See if they clear that out. Then we're out of here. God damn.
Car 9, I'm with those units on Speedway.
Roger.
God damn, they're at the Speedway already. Shit's getting real, people. Shit, I know shit. I would be rolling out. God damn. $4:56 in the morning. Quick response. They do. No shoes. Must be a true crimer. Yeah. Fuck, let me tell you. It's cold. It's cold for not having shoes, but I mean, I could see. Actually, I couldn't see, walking to the store right now with no shirt on. But motherfucker, you forgot your shoes. God damn, he was in a hurry. Either that, he was looking for him. Lady Pete, last couple times that I when I come on, it's usually after work. Yeah, some grippy socks, for Christ's sakes, Becky. Usually when I come on, it's kind of after work. When I get out of work, usually come home, check in on the family and shit, and tell everybody I missed them, and then try to fix some shit. I've been fixing some shit, but I haven't been going live. A couple times I had to take it to the road, and I fixed some some snow blowers this year, but I some of them I did on the road. I've been setting my truck up with a toolbox and all my tools and shit. So, and the whole video thing, like, in somebody else's garage and shit, just don't fly. I don't even think to ask, or, I'm sure some people would be cool with it, but, yeah, I just kind of, I test the waters when I get there.
Control 14. Kazutai Speedway. Can you go to Sally Beauty Supply, 21 State Street? Male party in the back, taking pallets, wearing black winter jacket with fur on the hood, white shoes.
Well, we got somebody taking pallets from behind a building. Fucking 5 o'clock. You're probably just getting to work, man. Moving pallets around. Sorry. Usually it's after work, Lady P. When I get out of work and shit, I'll check in with the host and I'll try to go live like maybe around, a little before dinner time, sometimes afterwards. We've been I like to jump up on the JFK Show Off channel. Shout out to JFK Show Off. If you guys haven't checked him out, go over there and check him out. I know a lot of you people have, some good followers of JFK Show Off. We got James Jackson over at the Layover. Go over and give him a big shout out. Smash the like button, subscribe, become a member. And don't forget, come over here, hang out with the Kevy crew. I'm gonna hit the road with this scanner run with 781. This is gonna be something new. I hope it hits off good. Maybe keep you guys, in the truck. We'll take a cruise in the truck and take it to the streets. Pull up on some shit. Pull up on a guy at Speedway with no shirt and no sneakers. See what's going on. Maybe pull up behind a fucking warehouse down the street. Find out. Ask the guy, why are you touching the crates, man? Why are you touching the crates, man? 5 o'clock in the morning with your fur hood and your white sneakers. Why are you touching the crates, man? Shit. Fucking ask some questions. We can ask questions too over here.
15 in control.
You good?
Just a regular. Moved along. Declared, thank you, 9. You can put us out on state 2 as well.
Well, that cleared up. The guy at Speedway. The guy at Speedway. He's moving it along. He probably realized it's cold out here. I'm going home. But let me tell you something, man. Maybe those crates had something in them. State Street and Speedway, they're right there. Speedway's off State Street. And sometimes, people need a distraction. I'm not saying that, it was one, but sometimes you got a guy running around a parking lot with no shirt and no shoes and 5 cop cars pull up. And his fucking buddies behind the warehouse taking them crates. And a fucking dressed in black with white sneakers and a fucking fur hood. Motherfucker should be wearing some Hunter Orange if that's the case. I mean, that shit stands out like a motherfucker. I would have wore black sneakers and all black, this motherfucker standing out there like a dust brush. You know? Fucking fur flying. So, well, listen, people, I'm out. You know, we'll definitely take it to the streets. You know, got some good feedback tonight. Everybody can hear the scanner. I think it's gonna work out good. Like I said, when we take it to the truck, I already got a
17 to control, can you close base 3, please?
Roger.
God damn, it's starting to get busy out here. People are starting to wake the fuck up. That's what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Shit got quiet on me for like 3 to 5. Now the shit's gonna start popping off. But listen, definitely have a good day, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming out here. You know, having some coffee with Kevy Kev. Listening to the scanner. Like I said, got some good feedback. And I look forward to doing these runs. All right, people. Peace and love. Smash that like button on the way out. And keep your notifications on. Happy Sunday. Don't eat all the cookies. Don't eat all the cookies.